Hey everybody, this is Cody with CNC Chimney. I'm just giving you a little insight as far as what we're doing here at this fireplace. So currently we're doing a draft test or a pressure test within this house. Sometimes the customer states that the fireplace will soot up the house. We've extended the chimney and installed a brand new gas log set in here. And she says she's still having sooting issues, so we're doing a pressure test within the house. So what I've got right here is our little flags, kind of our indicators. And that's going to tell us whether or not we're promoting a draft or not. So right now, I do not have a fire lit in this fireplace, and I've got our damper fully open. And you can see here by these flags, you can see they're kind of wanting to get pulled into this fireplace, but it's sort of pulsing, which is common with a fireplace that's not lit because there's not any heat to propel or help, promote a draft and rise that hot air up and outside. So what I'm gonna do, if I can do it quickly here, I'm going to light this fire if I can find a good place to set my phone. Good word of advice when lighting a Matchlite gas log set is always have your lighter lit in the firebox prior to turning on the gas. So that's what I'll do. And then you want to turn on your gas real slow. That way you don't lose any eyebrows. So now that we have our fire lit, we can see these are a little more active and they're wanting to get pulled further into the firebox, which is good. That's just a good indication that we are promoting a proper draft. The first part of this test usually results in having a neutral space within the house to where there's no exhaust fans, nothing like that pulling air out of the house, which in turn would pull air down your chimney, affecting your draft negatively. So right now you can see we got a pretty good draft. What I've discovered is when I come over here, all the way across the room to this point here, where I'm now in the kitchen, and there's an exhaust fan here for the stove, and the fireplace is way over there. When I turn this fan on, and we go back over and look at our flags or our indicators, you can see there's a little less play, and some of them tend to get pulled out of the firebox, and it may take a second for it to actually start doing that. But you can see the draft is not as consistent, which could, inevitably allow our combustion products or soot to come back into the house. And so that's kind of an indication that, running that exhaust fan while having this fire going may negatively impact the system as a whole and its functionality. So yeah, I'm not quite through with this test yet. I don't think that that's our definite answer, but that's just kind of an insight as far as doing a draft test if you wanted to try doing something like that on your own at your house. It's super simple. You can see this is just tissue paper. I think it's wrapping paper that we got, or like tissue paper from a gift that we got from one of the ladies in the office that we tend to use this stuff with, because regular paper is a little bit too stiff to actually show us what's going on. And so that's why we use that stuff. You're gonna wanna make sure that you keep it far enough away from the flame so you're not catching it on fire. But yeah, pretty easy at-home test to help you, decipher whether or not you have an issue with your chimney and its ability to properly draft. And if you do, there might be some further issues aside from that. So if you do have issues like this and you can't get it figured out on your own, just give us a call. We'd be glad to help. Thanks for the time today.